What does Jesus Christ look like, and what is he like? Are the likenesses we typically see accurate? Is Jesus funny, serious, casual, formal? All of the above. He does often look very similar to the likenesses we see. I'm not sure if he does that for our benefit, just so we know, but I've also seen him at other times where he appears a little bit darker than a lot of the images because he was a Middle Eastern man. He is funny, serious, casual, and formal. Much of the time, and most of the time when I see him, it's just a very, very holy experience. And by its very nature, I guess you could say it's formal, but it doesn't feel formal. It feels holy, very holy. But I've also had really wonderful experiences with Christ and the sense of humor. I remember reading about a near-death experience of a young child where Jesus was playing in the water of life with the child in the New Jerusalem. And so, we see all of these aspects in Christ, but usually when he comes to visit, he has something important. They don't send out the big guns for nothing. So when Jesus is showing up, you want to pay attention. And that's absolutely something you do. So sometimes it is such a holy moment, you're actually thrown to your knees. You don't even do it of your own accord. It's just the holiness of the moment. You're energetically thrown on your knees, sometimes thrown in a completely prone position, like in this, on the ground before him, because he is a very, very holy being, and you must behave accordingly. At the same time, there is a profound amount of love. And it's the kind of love that is so hard to explain. Near-death experiencers talk about this, where you just feel the kind of love that we don't really experience as much in the earthly realms. It's a heavenly love. So you feel completely accepted and loved, even if you're being instructed on something you might have been doing incorrectly or wrong. So there's a huge amount of merciful love, understanding of our weakness. And it's just always such a wonderful, profound moment when you get to see him. So yeah, I mean, he's a human being as well as a divine one, and he carries all of those qualities. He does look a lot like many of the images, and I attribute that in part as well to the fact that the artists who painted him were very inspired, which means the inspiration came from above as well. It is true that in a lot of paintings he might be painted a little bit more white than he may have been. But he looks very similar. But the way you identify him is the energy. When he's arrived.